Just Dance 2023 edition is now available, so let's have a look at this latest entry into the Dance Party series and see whether this is truly a new era for Just Dance and if it can be used effectively as a workout from a personal trainer's perspective. To be a good workout, I'd say that we need a variety of movement, we need some anaerobic or aerobic benefits, and it's going to make you sweat a bit. So I'm going to be reviewing the Nintendo Switch version because I have a Switch and I don't have the next-gen consoles. I know, first world problems, but that's something really important to note. If you don't have access to a Nintendo Switch, a PS5 or an Xbox Series console, you're not going to be able to play Just Dance this time. If you buy this in a store, there's no cartridge, it's a digital download code, and it's probably being done for future compatibility reasons. When you download the game, it says Just Dance for the icon, and the content you're paying for this year says Just Dance 2023 Year 1. This will include extra content being added over time with the exception of the Just Dance Plus subscription content. That's what the inside of the box says, and it also says it on the eShop, and I quote, "Additional content made available on a rolling basis for a limited time during the 12 months following launch of the game." I read this as there is additional content being added for free, like the seasons that we saw in the previews, and you have to access the game during those seasons to get access to those songs. I don't know whether they're going to be available permanently after that, or whether it's only for those seasons. Only time will tell, but that's how Just Dance is functioning now. Future versions are going to come as paid title updates, so like your Just Dance 2024 and your Just Dance 2025, you'll have to pay for, but you access it through the same app, if it makes sense. So that Just Dance icon is the only one you're going to be clicking on for the near future. And I personally don't mind this because they are going for a streaming service style game where you can just access songs on a rolling basis, and that really suits where the direction of the game is going. So it's not awful, although I do miss my physical games. So the game itself, Just Dance 2023 edition, has brought a lot of differences to the way the game looks and acts, with certain elements being added and certain ones being taken away. The interface is pretty smooth and easy to navigate. Recommended songs and playlists are available, and there are notifications, personal sections to customize your profile, an achievement list, and access to settings. The streamlining of the information available and how to find it is very much appreciated, and whilst there is minor lag with the interface, it's mostly quicker to find things in particular songs than it was in previous titles. The song list is really good this year, and it's very varied. I didn't have Linkin Park being in Just Dance on my 2022 bingo card, but apparently I should have. There are heaps of songs. Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake, Dynamite by BTS, Telephone by Lady Gaga and Beyonce. There are 3 different versions of Toxic by Britney Spears, and there's also Evanescence, Dua Lipa, Apache, Electric Six, Tay-Tay. There's so many different artists on this game. There are a great variety of songs, and the dance routines and graphics feel very improved to previous versions. There's a heap of personality to each video, making it just as good to watch as it is to play. And it's not just easy to find songs to play, it's really easy to filter them as well. So you can sort by genre, intensity, and most crucially, you can sort by accessibility. The filter at the side lets you find songs you can do sitting down, without jumping and without getting to the ground. I think this is really great for those with limited mobility and something I genuinely appreciate. And this really ties into the sheer variety of dance routines, which go from calm and simple to fierce and physical, meaning you can find something no matter what your goal is. While I'm on settings and such, some of you may remember from my Just Dance 2022 review that I complained a lot about the constant ads for Just Dance Unlimited. Well, I've got some fantastic news for you. They've added a way to stop offers and adverts for the new Just Dance Plus. Fantastic, game of the year. But seriously, it is really great to be able to turn this off, and it means that I can just have a smooth run of gameplay without these annoying ads popping up every 2-3 songs. Now, your personal profile has had a bit of a redo. There are tags, badges, and full figure avatars available, along with customizations of things in-game too, like how bonuses appear and emotes to communicate with people you play with online. They all have unlock requirements through the goals, which is like an achievement list, which has different sections depending on what and how you want to play. There is Explore, Shine, Party, Workout, and Rise, and each has a different main goal. Doing things like playing specific playlists and such gets you unlockables from Explore, playing with friends gets you things from Party, Shine and Rise are based on your skill and how well you perform songs, and Workout is based on intensities. Profiles are obviously just a fun way of making yourself look different online, but I think it's a really good thing having this stream of unlockables as an incentive to continue playing, especially the workout ones, but I'll come back to that in a minute. In short, it is more customizable and much better than previous iterations. Speaking of incentives, they've also brought in a story that runs through a few different songs. You can access this through the Into the Dance Versus playlist, and essentially it is setting up and recruiting for 2 different armies, the Just Dancers and the Night Swan army, and they are dance battling across different universes with corresponding songs. As far as I can tell, this is a setup for the content for each season that will come this year. Much like Fortnite, it's going to be a rolling story that progresses through each season. It's a really little thing, but this is great because it's completely optional, obviously, but I think this is a great way of getting people to play songs that they wouldn't normally play. Like, I'm genuinely curious about what is going on, and so I'm playing this playlist and trying to get better scores on it. It's just another great way that Just Dance 2023 edition is bringing incentive to play. But that's not the only playlist in this game. There are quite a few available, and each is themed based on music or movement type, with numbers and songs and total moving time written there as well. You have K-pop playlists, a welcome playlist to give you an overview of what the game's about, some family-friendly ones, and more critically for us, a specific workout playlist. These songs are curated to have as much movement in them as possible, and some moves are very hard, but some are absolutely fine. The playlists in general are great options that feel streamlined in comparison to last year. You just click and go, and there are plenty of options available for you, especially if you have Just Dance Plus. And that really covers the majority of what this game has new to offer, so I think I've kept you waiting long enough. Let's get into the workout stuff. I've got to tell you, Just Dance 2023 edition is much more intense than I remember previous years being, and I think that's because the movement maps are much more dynamic. There's plenty of good aerobic moves with the body, arms and legs of course, but we've got jumping, we've got rolling, spinning, crouching, squats and kicking, to say the least. One of the songs on the playlist is actually simulating you fighting against enemies for a small time. There is great variety here, there's constant aerobic work being done, but then you've also got your explosive movements being thrown in, and it's really great keeping those calories burning. I know that I'm burning through quite a few because, you know, I've got the Fitbit, but I wouldn't be able to tell in game because they've removed sweat mode. That's right, the workout specific mode that was in previous games is missing from Just Dance 2023 edition. There is no running calorie burn amount or continual session time anywhere, unfortunately, in this game, much to my horror. Mainly because I'd seen that it was back and I mentioned it in a video, so I do really apologise for that. Sweat mode was an awesome feature for two reasons in my opinion. Number one, it was really great to finish a song and see that you were just so close to like 150 calories or so close to half an hour, and it would just make you do one more song. And it was a great way to incentivize you to just push a little harder in that workout. And number two, it was completely optional. You didn't need to use it if you didn't want it, but for those who like to see their continual session time, it was fantastic to be able to record that. So I don't understand exactly why it was removed, and it is quite disappointing to see it gone. However, as I've mentioned, there are good workout focused playlists to make it easier to get your sweat on, and the achievement list having a specific workout section incentivizes in a similar fashion to games like Fitness Boxing 2 and Let's Get Fit. You get unlockables for beating songs that are intense as well as chill, so there is workout incentive for multiple demographics and multiple abilities. To me, as far as removed features go, obviously it sucks, but it could genuinely be worse. Ubisoft do know that their target audience is working out with this game, and thanks to the streamlining of the game's systems, it's very easy to use Just Dance for this purpose. Like, we've lost, but we've also gained, so I would call that fair. Now I guess the overall question then, is Just Dance 2023 edition good as a workout? I mean, yes, the answer is yes. Dancing is a great aerobic exercise, keeping the body moving constantly, and this year's variety of movements include plenty of flexion and extension movements across multiple parts of the body. It's very physical if you want it to be, but it can equally be a lighter workout depending on what song you pick, which is lovely. The extreme versions of the songs allow for multiple difficulties with the same music too. I feel Just Dance handles the dancing side of things on Switch really well with the Joy-Cons, and they definitely feel better than smartphone control schemes because the weight of the Joy-Con feels more balanced than the phone in your hand. Dancing in general has shown proven physical benefits such as increases in motor skills and vitality, as well as positive social improvements and interpersonal skills in studies done on sedentary middle-aged women according to studies in 2019 and 2020. The improved online mode of Just Dance 2023 edition does allow you to tap into that social side a little bit more, being able to play with your mates in different houses, but it's also always good to have your friends around your house for a bit of a dance party. So I think Just Dance 2023 hits on a physical and social level, which is fantastic. I think this is really a bigger shake-up to the formatting of Just Dance than I was expecting, but the core gameplay loop of dancing, sweating and dancing remains unchanged. They've just made it a bit easier to access, which is fantastic. So you're not missing out on a lot if you decide to stick with the previous version, but I think that they have put in a lot of effort to streamline the game and make it easier to get into the dancing here. And the variety of movements and songs to work out to is fantastic. The new ways to incentivize working out with this game through the playlists and through the achievement lists are really great additions, but I do feel a little bit sore about that removal of sweat mode. I just feel that personally it wouldn't have been bad to have it as an option, you know? But I do like those playlists and those workout challenges, and they're pushing me to dance to songs that I wouldn't normally dance to, which is just a really good feeling. And there's even more if you want to go for Just Dance Plus because, well, I mean, there's more songs, but I'm not going to touch on that really any further than that because I think this review needs to stick to the base game and not to all of the extra content as well. Overall, they said they were bringing Just Dance into a new era, and I think that's superficially true. The gameplay loop isn't really any different, but don't fix what isn't broken. The menu and system refresh is great, and I'm genuinely excited for the seasonal content. I think it's going to be very interesting. So I think this is worth a poke if you're just looking for a fun game to play with your family or your friends, or if you just like dancing, but more specifically as a workout option. This is a great and fun, engaging method of getting some aerobic cardio in. It will leave you nice and sweaty and rushing with those lovely endorphins. Now, it can be pricey, and only time will tell how the future of the game holds up and like how the seasonal content will work, but you know that as soon as I get more information about that, I'm going to be posting it on this channel, so make sure that you subscribe right now and hit like as well to let me know that you like this video and if you want more content on Just Dance. So are you going to be dancing the night away? Please let me know in the comments, and if you're enjoying this game, just share the love. It's fantastic, and let me know your high scores as well. Thank you so much for my patrons like Rain and Sick Hippie for the amazing support they give me through Patreon, and if you're interested in a more personalized workout, please hit the inquiry link in the description here to go to my online training service. Thank you so much for your time today. I'm Master Trainer Peter, and I'm going to see you in the next video.